Rightio. Sorry. I'm adjusting. Sorry. Bear with me. Okay, this is a new experience. Righto, let's have a look. Now, so I'm just looking here. So I'll look up there. Yep, there. Okay, that's not bad. So that looks pretty well in the center of my view. Now, I'm just going to turn my camera on. Sorry, I'll do that out of sight.
Republicans wanted him, and nobody. Oh, listen. Is Marjorie Taylor Greene a complete and total snake?
Okay, so what I've got going here, and it's going to be for the shaping day, I've got my webcam, which means when I'm working, people are going to see exactly what I'm doing with my hands. So I'm having a bit of a test. So I'm going to be making a fin panel. So I'm doing a bit of a test. I can wear this without the mask, but I'm just doing it with the mask today. That's fine. Because when I'm going to be shaping with it, I can have the head thing on with just a strap, but we'll see how it goes with the mask. And this is going to show the view on YouTube. Now, there's a link on my website which shows my YouTube. Okay, there's a link on my website which shows the YouTube. So it's sort of, I'll put that up here so I can breathe through it a bit easier. I don't have to worry about slowing it down too much. Yeah. So I'm going to put my here we go. Now I'm about to make the fin, and I'm quite impressed with the camera clarity like that. That's pretty darn good. Now, so I'm just going to clean this off. There we go. So that's nice. So this view, I'm actually liking. Quite good. Not bad. Hang on, what's this here? Do I have to put the microphone on? Oh no, that's if you want to mute it. Okay. Sorry, I'm just looking at this. Now, daisy chain templates. Where are you? Should be here. No. I know it's outside, so I'm just gonna go and grab 1 minute. Yeah, so on the night when we're doing the shaping, what's going to happen is we're going to be, there we go, we're going to be streaming which should be pretty bloody good. And all of the views, you're going to have the Instagram view, or you're going to have this view here. So I'm just seeing how this pans out using it. Here we go. At the moment, the angle looks pretty darn good. Now this is just my first attempt at doing this, okay? I'm happy with how it's looking. And I think this view, I think most people, some people will probably like this, more so the people that want to actually see what I'm doing. Okay, see what the hands are doing. See what's, the nuts and bolts of the techniques, and I think it's looking quite good. Now I'm going to use one, I've got a few stickers for the fins, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually use an extra sticker to use up this bit of panel here. So when I make tail blocks, I've got plenty of what I call psychedelic pieces, okay? Because I don't generally have enough for a tail block on this initial piece, and I'll show you here. Sorry, these are the 20s that are going into this one. I should polish that board. It's finished. And let me show you here. Here we go. So, what we have here is my extra stickers, daisy chain. I've got a few of these left. I've got 2 daisy chains to do. So I'm going to make two fins. And I'm just seeing how many more I've got. 1, 2. Oh, I've only got 2 more. Okay, so what I'm going to have to do is probably do it through the base, cut the base bit off. Yes, okay, that's how I'm going to get round it. Okay. Sorry, I'm just working out how to get round this. And I'm going to cut that piece off the base, and that's what I'm going to use for my tail block. Okay. Boy, oh boy. Sorry, it's a bit of fucking round. I'm just seeing. Concentrating. No, there's no real advantage. So what I'm going to do is do them singly. There we are. There we go, Peter Surfboard shirt. Now I don't know why that did that. So this is what I've got to check on. I think the USB here, this is an old computer, this is really old. I think that USB was a bit dodgy. So we'll see. Okay, let's go through this again. So I'm trying to do something here, and I'm looking for my ruler. Mightn't have it. I'll just cut it freehand. See if I can't cut this freehand. Well, let's try this. Right, let's do this again. So this goes up here. This goes up here. It looks like I've got a good bit there. Here we go. So I'm just trimming this up a little bit. Right. Now I'll just cut this out. Okay, so you got the V in the tail. I know when I put this on, I've got to put a bit of V in it. Because what I'm doing here, I'm going to make this is for Angus. I'm going to actually make the tail block for him. So he's going to get a nice looking tail block. And I'll just put a little bit of V in that. Like this. Perfect. And that's going to fit on the tail block perfectly. Now, and that's going to sit right here, and I'm going to be able to make the paisley tail block. There's a bit in this, but it's not super hard, but there's a little bit in it. Now, I've just got to tape this on here. Tape this on here. Oh, yeah. There we go. Now I get the black texture. And what I do here, sorry, I'm just, oh, do you like, so it looks all right, John. Sorry, I'll just put my mask so I can talk better. So it looks all right then, that's great. Okay, so I'm just going to draw on here where my tissue goes to. So when I cut out the fin, I know I'm in the right spot. So I'm just drawing over this. And what this will do, when I'm laying my tissue on there, I know I lay it in the right spot. So when I cut out the fin, I've got everything in the right spot. So this is just a little bit of making it easy. Okay, so I turn this back over. I know it's a little bit laborious. Yeah. Now when I lay my panel up, oh, hang on, sorry, I just got a message. Oops. Oh, damn it, I fucked up. Sorry, I'm going to end my transmission. Sorry, I've done something to my camera. Oh. Sorry, I pressed the wrong button on the camera. I don't know how to get out of that. But hang on, did I get it? No. Let's see. No. I'll just have to shut it down. Sorry, I flipped the camera. I shut the Instagram down for a second. And I don't know why. but it then fucked up the whole process. So, whoopsies. There we go. Now get my ruler. Look how clean my room is. It's unreal. Back to square one. My floor's spot on. Look at that. Unreal, nice, neat floor. Sorry, I flicked my out of Instagram and then it does this funny thing, but I know I shouldn't have done that. Righto. Now I get 4 layers by 19, 38. So what I do, this part's going to be really good for the people watching with the cam. They're going to see exactly how I do my cloth. So actually this part is a good one. So what I do, I normally put something down the bottom here so I know how far to go. I take it to there and I've got to do 38 inches. So I know roughly about there. Okay, if I cut it about here each time, I'm going to get the perfect length cardboard. I'll actually move this down. And that can be a marker for me. There we go. So I'll cut that there. It's all about repetition. So I get this, fold it in half. And yes, it takes a little bit of time, but it's not. I'm lucky I don't have to worry about trying to, work against the clock too much. So I just line that up. Only a little bit of adjustment. Righto, so that is straight, all good. Just move that along a little bit. Here we go. Now this cloth's 30 inches wide, so I can get 4 pieces, knowing that this needs to be 7.5. Everyone that knows mathematics, quarter of 30 inches is 7.5. I'm going to fold it one more time. So now I've got 8 pieces of cloth. Here we go. 8 pieces of cloth. I'll cut the excess off here. Just a couple of bits of scrap. Right, so 8 pieces of cloth. So I've got to do this 5 times. 1. So I'll lower that down there to the red lid. And I cut it here. So I know the length is perfect. Fold it. I'll just cut this one, then I've got to go and get Louisa's lunch. Saturday she has a special lunch she likes, and it's her choice. Because Louise has disabilities, like most people with severe disabilities, they don't get many choices in their life. Everything's done for them. and they don't have many abilities to say, I want this, okay? So what we've done is, we've made sure for this particular thing even, Louise, what do you want for lunch? And on a Saturday, she can have anything. If she picks chocolate cake, we will get her chocolate cake, because like all of us without disabilities, we can decide whether we want a beer, whether we want anything, okay? And a lot of these people growing up with disabilities just don't have that. So we just make sure she gets her choice, and believe it or not, her choice for lunch on a Saturday, and it has been for years, is she loves KFC. She loves 3 tender pieces with chips, gravy, a lemonade, and some popcorn chicken, a little packet, and sweet and sour sauce. And that's totally her choice. If she said, I want Hungry Jack's, we would get her whatever she wants. And a lot of people forget that with a lot of people with disabilities, how they don't have a lot of choices or ability to get what they want. Because believe it or not, it's not only people without disabilities that do want certain things. And I'm just going to take this off. It's not only the people without disabilities that want what they want. People with disabilities, and you've got to let them have a few of the choices. It doesn't matter. Like I said, if she said, I want chocolate cake and ice cream today, a serving, not a whole big one, just a serving, she'd get it. Because that's what she chose, just like us choosing to go and get a kebab or a Italian or Chinese or anything. So now, this has been a success. This is my first use in looking at the both. Now this is mainly for our Shapen exhibition down in the South Coast and Shapen under the Milky Way. So people that are coming to the event are going to be able to tune in on their phone while I'm shaping and see what I'm actually doing with my hands, which I think is going to be a pretty good success. And I'll be able to turn this camera on, leave it on for 3 hours. It'll stream the whole night. And while I'm having my break, I'll just leave the camera like this, pointing at something, and it'll pick up what other people are doing and stuff like that. So I think it's turned out to be a good one. Now I'm going to turn everything off. Bear with me. So I'll turn off the cam first. It doesn't take much. Just press end stream. There we go.